So you took on a carpet installation project and you gotta seam the carpet together. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through exactly how to seam carpets together. And anybody can make this happen with a few simple tools. You're gonna need a knife, you're gonna need a seam iron, you're gonna need some seam tape, and that's pretty much it. You don't need any of the other tools. Cause why? You are a skilled individual watching this video that's gonna get you to the finish line. But why have your attention real quick? If you are a blue-collared worker, busting your hump, and you just wanna see some more money on the bottom line at the end of this coming year, then consider checking the links directly below this video. One, over at Carpet Expert Blueprint, we're gonna show you how you could start your own YouTube channel and make some residual passive income from that. On top of that, we started the 0 to 100K challenge. Now, it's personal to me. For me, I said I want to generate an additional 100K this year, and it's all going into the stock market. So my lifestyle isn't changing one single bit. I'm not cutting back on anything. I'm going full expansion, and with that, we're going to go ahead and generate an extra $100,000 on top of what we're already earning, parking in the stock market, and I will share every single day what I've been doing, how I've been investing, and all that fun stuff to get another 100K back at me in the investment game. Anyway, let's get back to this here. You see me cut that. I put the seam tape under there. Oh yeah, all that stuff directly below this video are all the links. Okay, let's get back to the seam here. Okay, so the first part you see me cutting there was the main piece we already stretched in. We folded it back and I was freestyle cutting just like you see me doing right here. If you're new to that, I don't recommend doing freestyle cuts. Use a straight edge, but fold it back, throw a nice clean edge on the carpet. Do not butt factory edge up to factory edge. It will look horrific. You're gonna wanna go ahead and throw a fresh edge on that. On top of that, make sure you got a sharp, fresh blade in your knife. Do not cut your hand off, and don't use the type of knife I use. You could use a great utility blade with a fresh razor blade in it to go ahead and make those cuts. We're going to go ahead and create two perfectly straight lines, or almost straight lines. Then we're going to go ahead and line them up with each other with the seam tape, evenly spaced under both carpets there. Now, we got a lot of excess going in here, and we got to get rid of that. It's just going to get in the way, create problems. So let's go ahead and cut it down so that every wall has an inch or two of material going up the wall. I'm going to lop that off, get that out of the way. Now let's go ahead and fold this back, do some corner cuts. Corner cuts are great, makes the carpet nice and manageable. All right, we got that, good. We're going to cut this down a little bit because why not? It's just looking at me funny, it needs to get cut. There we go. Okay, everything is cool. We're going to bring the seam iron into play now. Now, when you're setting your seam iron temperature, if you're new to this, I would recommend keeping it between 2 and 3. Me, I like to crank it to 4 because, hey, let's get to the finish line, just burn this quick and get out of here. But if you start off at 2 to 3 and you can kind of finesse the tape, you'll know exactly how evenly it's melting. It's going to give you the ability to burn a nice seam there. Now with me burning on 4, we're going to go ahead and let the seam iron sit in one place for about 8 to 10 seconds there. Then we're going to slide it iron's length forward and we're going to blend it in. Now when you're blending it in, you want to make sure first you pull the carpets together so the backings are touching nice and evenly. Once they're touching nice and evenly, make sure you push them down into the glue there, and then you can blend it in with your fingertips. There's other tools you could use for this. Totally not necessary though. If you see that cool action I'm throwing on it right there, that's all you need. Now, one thing to keep in mind, if your seam is gapped and you push the fibers down into the glue, it's going to be a disaster. It'll be very visible, all bad. You don't want that. So just take your time on it, and you can always recut and try again as long as you got the material. So don't overthink things. If you don't get it the first time, go ahead and try again. Everybody sucks their first few times. Once you get it down, you're good to go and you can press forward. Now, we're going to go ahead and work our way all the way to the end. Hopefully I can catch the camera angle for you on this, but when I get the seam iron to the other end here, we're going to do a little swoop action to pull it out. You don't want to pull the seam iron out too aggressively, because if you do, the glue's going to come with it. It's going to flop onto the carpet and it's going to be a mess. So there we are at the end there. I'm going to put this last little bit together. Am I going to get you a different angle, or I'm just doing horrible camera work here? So either way, it's an amazing video. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so we've been there for a few seconds. Let's go ahead and do that whoop and swoop action there. We're going to put a hand on the iron, slide it up, slide the bottom all the way towards the wall, boom. That way all the glue stays on the tape, the tape stays in place, and the carpet doesn't get damaged. Then we're just going to go ahead and blend that in, and if you see any strings sticking out of your seam there, go ahead and trim those up with a super sharp blade. You don't want to grab those and just pull on them straight up. That could be disastrous. So just go ahead and take a blade to them, clean it up, and you are good to go. Look at that. You're a professional carpet installer now. That's all it takes. You're in the game. Official.